Hey guys, welcome back to my Minecraft world. Last time we left off, it was mostly me fighting with an iron farm to get it to work. And, as you can see, this actually works now. I screwed around a bit with it offline, and then I realized it was the stupidest problem, because in typical me fashion, it would be the stupidest problem. And one of the villagers inside the farm decided he wanted to sleep on my bed, and not one of the beds up there. So after I broke my bed, these guys probably started it to work. Now I have infinite iron and poppies, so infinite red dye, which is always nice. But with that fixed, I should get into what I want to do today. Oh yeah, I also replaced all the path blocks with like dirt blocks. I've been slowly letting the grass respread across it. If I didn't need them there, I didn't want to be here looking at the path blocks all day. They're not the greatest. And there was a building here previously that I got rid of. Mostly while I was trying to make sure this thing fully did work. I should grab a bit of iron for a shield. Anyway, onto the plans for today. So, first and foremost, I want to go to the Nether. Mostly because I want some of the blocks there, but also, just mostly because I want some of the blocks there. Now the question is, where do I start building this? I also would like to get started on the mob farm that goes here today, and maybe work on some of the layouts and stuff with the village. Start making this area look more like a village and not just a few sparse buildings and a pathway. And a weird thing here that I need to figure out how to cover up. But that's a later problem. Right now, I need to figure out where I want to put the nether portal. Oh yeah, I forgot to there. And I think I'm just going to put it here in the church. I mean, I don't really have a good reason for it, other than I just think it'd be mildly entertaining to see a portal to what's basically hell in a church building, but maybe that's just me. Probably just me. I mean, I still need to make the buildings look pretty. I need to go get another bucket. Oh yeah, another thing that did happen. Another random wandering trader spawned, and he brought dark oak saplings with him. Well, and I got a cactus from him too. I wish I was recording when he spawned, but a bit late for that now. I can have like a dozen buckets now. And I'm here, make the shield and the helmet because we're going to the Nether, and I'd rather not be run down by piglins. Honestly, I'll probably turn this building into something else later on. Anyway, that's not going to be a church forever. I know that much. I accidentally placed down obsidian blocks where I didn't want them to be. So I had to use like 3 of my very limited diamond supply to make a diamond pickaxe, which is, great. But of course it would be something I would do. Now, I don't know if I turned commands on or not. Yep, no. So I gotta, allow commands. It's the easiest way to do it, in all honesty. Well, now that that's fixed, what is the command for fire spread? That's what I thought it was. There we go. Now, hopefully, that doesn't burn anything, and it shouldn't. Now, the only way I'm going to get this, unless I have flint somewhere, which I highly doubt. Yeah, I also went to like another village or two, just to get some supplies. Oh yeah, also that wandering trader had paleo clogs for sale, so I grabbed a couple of those. I don't know why I bothered, because it's not like I can get more of those right now. I need more lava, don't I? I'm just going to borrow the lava from here real quick. There it is. I'll bring this back in a second. I mean, that should work eventually. I have to be careful not to place a block in the side of the lava thing here. Wrong me. Probably will at some point. But I'll cut back once this works. There we go, the portal's working. I just forget there's a hole here. That honestly didn't take too long. But it's also the only way I have of actually lighting this thing. Because, yeah, I don't have access to... So I'm gonna go put the stuff away and then we'll go into the Nether. Alright, let's go. But we're gonna... Wait. There. Now let's go. Okay, first thing to note. The Nether is not flat in a flat world. The second thing is, I now don't have a problem with lava, because there's an infinite source of it. Let's see, I spawned in the Crimson Forest biome, which, it's nice. I wanted some of this. I need to get a Silk Touch pickaxe, so I can, grow this stuff on the main, in the overworld. Take care of this bit later on. I'm pretty sure you can break it easier with, something else with like another tool, and honestly I'm not going to sit here and punch it. I just will get the bit of gold while I'm here. I'll also take down the portal coordinate in case, you know, I get lost, which is a possibility. 5161. Eventually, I'd like to make a portal that goes directly to spawn, but that's another problem for later on. Oh, screw off, you. No, no one likes you. Oh. There we go. Yep. That's how this is gonna go. Quartz while we're here. Honestly, I'm probably gonna flatten this little area out. I wish we spawned in the warped forest biome with all the blue wood, but we kinda didn't. So, what I have to deal with now. And I'm going to have to find one later on once I can get a saddle on one of the Strider fellas. Those things are always nice to have on hand. This stuff. I know there's like a ton of it everywhere. I mean, pretty much what the whole Nether biome is made of, but it's always nice to have more. But yeah, I think that's one of the next things I'm going to focus on getting is a Silk Touch pickaxe that can grow these things on the mainland. Actually, I'm gonna run back there real quick and grab some. Well, that's a bit of a problem. An annoying one, too. At least we're near the village. And apparently there's a slime chunk over there that I just never took care of. But I guess I'm going to have to... Oh, great. I guess it is a good thing I made a diamond pickaxe anyway. Yeah, I know there's monsters nearby. Of course there are. But now, that portal, I'm going to have to go get the coordinates of. And then I gotta do some math to make sure this one will line up with the one in the Nether. Alright, after doing a little bit of math, I got the coordinates that I actually need for the Nether portal. It doesn't look like it's too far from where the thing spawned in the first place. Be this way. Probably mostly this way. It's on the same thing here, just that way. And we can do that real quick. I mean, I'll need to go get the thing for this, or the obsidian from the other portal, but I should be able to line this up fairly easily. Alright, so on this line here, it's going to be in the middle of the lava pool, isn't it? Yep, there it is. Honestly, not too far from that, but it doesn't need to be. I believe, if I remember correctly, for every block you travel in the Nether, you travel 8 blocks in the overworld. At least there's no gas around yet. That would suck. Alright, here is the spot. But once I rebuild the portal here, then it should link up with the one that's in the church in the main world, overworld, whatever you want to call it. You know, at least I'm down here and not up too high. I've had that happen a couple times. Honestly, I'm just building a wall so I don't accidentally walk off the edge, because knowing me, that will be something I eventually would manage to do. And I don't want. And I don't want to walk into lava accidentally. I saw this guy, panicked for a minute, and then remembered I was actually wearing gold for once. Nearly every other time I've... What, did you not like me doing that, sir? Don't care. Good. You know, it'd be cool when the happy gas actually spawns. God, I can't wait for that thing to actually become available. But for those of you who don't know, the happy gas is like a new mob thing that they're adding to Minecraft at some point in the near future here. Why is it always night every time I exit that portal? Oh, I'm out. Let them fight each other, dang it. I have to go back and dismantle that portal to remake the one that I can actually use. I also have to get more netherrack and things. Of course, there's slimes around the portal, because why wouldn't there be? Honestly, I'm probably just gonna flood this whole area. Except I can't switch it to peaceful anymore, because, oh, that thing. Okay, you know what? It's not worth it. I can just go get the... I'm gonna have to spawn back over here anyway. But I can just go get the lava to remake the portal. I'm not gonna sit over there and be swarmed by slimes while I do that. I can flood it. Dang it. I'm not dealing with slimes today. Hey, now I have 2 portals. I'll worry about those later on. I'm not dealing with no mobs. But now I have like a good amount of lava. I'm just ignoring those 2 portals' existence for a moment until I can flood over there. Alright, I turned all the pucks of lava into just obsidian. Then I gotta sit here and mine it all. It's honestly not that much, but it feels like a lot just because obsidian takes forever to mine. And now it's raining. Again. Now it's time to actually remake that portal, so it's over here. I definitely don't want to lose the extra obsidian, because I'd like to make an enchanting table. And then after I make some flint and steel, this now be linked up with my portal, so I'm going to get rid of this one, because I don't need this one here. This should have worked, but let's see if it does. You can see where the old portal was. Maybe this... Oh, that's why. Of course. Ow. Go away. Go away, no one likes you. Shoo. I shot the zombie. You can see the arrow in me. But now I'm gonna go break that portal. God, there's so many slimes over here. I need to flood this area more. Probably gonna die from it, but that's okay. First, I can't get in the portal. I mean, I'm thankful they can. They're not getting in there, but there. Okay, let's try this again. This time when I go through the portal, it should go back to the... Yes, this. There we go, that's fixed. Don't have to worry about that anymore. Now we should probably get on to the mob farm. So I spent some time off camera to gather all the materials I need for the mob farm. So I got the water, the hoppers, chests, a bunch of trap doors, and then a bunch of wood. So I guess now I just gotta clear this area out, and then yeah, we'll get started on the mob farm. I decided to turn me building the mob farm into a time lapse so I could yap about it. So I haven't actually built anything around it yet, but while at work the other day, I doodled some ideas for how the mob farm will look, or how I want it to look anyway. In general, I'm leaning towards some sort of wizard's tower type thing. Honestly, a few of my drawings ended up making it look like some weird eyeball thingy, and honestly, I'm leaning towards making it a huge, magical, all-seeing eye with magical crystals floating around it. And I think that the wizard that lives in the tower would use this eye to help watch over the village and to keep it safe from any incoming threats. And as some of the little doodles on screen, they're not the best, but they get some of the idea across. Honestly, I'm still trying to think of like lore for the village itself, just because I think it'll make it more fun to create it as I go along. And so far, it's kind of need to figure out the lore for why the wizard's tower is an eye, or an eye-looking thing, instead of a normal wizard's tower type thing. I'm just putting down it's gonna be bigger than I thought it would be, because that's bigger than I assumed it would be, or bigger than what I thought it would be. Yeah, bye. I guess final slabs on, well, starting the slabbing process of the roof. We don't want any of the mobs to spawn up here. Yeah, this thing's almost done. Only took like a couple hours. Honestly, I should have expected, but you know, it is what it is. That mob farm is now officially done. Turns out I do not have to raise it up at all, because they all fall where I need them to. Eventually, I'm probably going to lower this a little bit, because I won't need bubbles forever. I might need to change some of the stuff out, because I might put a minecart down here at the bottom at some point. Like magma blocks on top of them. It does help to run a flat world, so I don't have to go and light anything up. Of course, now I'm faced with the problem of trying to cover both this thing up and this thing. I'm not sure how I'm going to do that yet. Also, I forgot how big these things get. So, yeah, that's a problem for next time, in all honesty. But hey, this works. It's an old design, I believe, but it works. Yeah, this has made a lot of iron while I've just been turning away at that. Probably more iron than I'm going to use in a while, but that's okay. It'll get used at some point. I think I'm going to leave the episode here for today, in all honesty. Wasn't really a building heavy episode, but honestly neither was the last one. I think next episode, I'm going to work on building up some of this area. Off camera, I do the boring things like flooding the lime pits and stuff. And I'll probably make like a food farm thing off camera too. So yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. And again, I have to actually have to start building stuff around here soon. Start working on the village town thing.